Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy night to join me. I really appreciate that. Tonight we're talking about NPC on Live. And so, I really enjoy life. There are times definitely where I can be emotional. I feel like we always are, but lucky for everyone out there, my life is completely public. And so you guys probably know better from day to day how I'm feeling as it concerns that particular vibe, you feel me? But more over or just more or less, I'd say that I typically view life as, a glass half full kind of a guy. You know, of course, the alternative being empty. Yeah. But regardless, I find sheer joy in things like Nikocado Avocado's mastery of the troll, things like NPC on live. So link in the description below because I wasn't aware this was a thing. But apparently, people on other platforms on the short feeds for your live are doing NPC role playing scenarios, and it is absolutely hilarious. I publicly want to say that before the end of the year, I'm going to do one. I'm just not quite there yet because, man, talk about courage. I just talk about nothing four times a day, every single day. And I feel like my bar is pretty low, but I guess you would think that the bar is low, with the aforementioned material, seeing as though I just vlog and nothing real interesting ever happens here. But there are, in fact, lower bars, which I just can't honestly say I'm not a fan of. Because why wouldn't I be? I'm trying to set the bar as low as possible, and there's people like alphas, setting it even lower. So I feel like it's like a competition, it's a literal race to the bottom, and I'm cool with it because it's all in humor, right? I mean, legit. Alpha, Gen Z, I applaud you because I have been immersed in the world of video games for, let's just say 30 years. And I love a good NPC. I mean, seriously? You're talking to the same guy who spent every waking moment of every Saturday and Sunday playing Resident Evil and then Resident Evil Director's Cut when it first dropped on the PS1 in the mid 90s. Yeah, I love a good NPC. I mean, NPCs were made popular in movies like Jumanji. Now everyone, knows what an NPC is. And in case you don't, an NPC is a non playing character, right? So if you're playing a video game and you're the main character and you interact with another character in the game, they are referred to as NPCs, and that's just what it is. So, regardless, if you didn't know what I'm talking about, or what I have been talking about for the past 3 minutes, let me catch you up and indulge me. So, NPC is non-playing character, and on live, I mean any short feed platform. So if it's YouTube Shorts, which is something that I obviously publicly advocate for, because you'll find this Vlogs About Nothing guy on no other platform except for good old YouTube. I've sold my soul to the Alphabet Company. We all pick and choose our battles, but regardless, on any short feed platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Insta, what are some of the other ones? TikTok. Holy potatoes, I forgot Byte Dance. Anyways, so on these platforms, right, there are short feeds and there are the live option on the short feed platforms. So kind of like the opposite of short feeds in that a live stream and or feed is definitely not short, but it's embedded in the algorithm through all of these short feed platforms, and you encounter them as you're scrolling along through the videos, just like Timu ads. They're unavoidable, and so when you find a, and when you find, I didn't forget what I was talking about, but I'm having a lot of fun thinking about. Okay, so there's people that do NPC. They act out NPC in front of the camera on live stream on these short feed platforms. That's what I was trying to say, but it eventually came out. See, so it's all right. No worries. Albert's not losing his mind. It's fine. Everybody, it's okay. But so yeah, that's what NPC Live is, right? And so there's people on short feed platforms and mostly Gen Z and Alpha because I have yet to see a millennial, an Xer, or dare I say boomer do this kind of stuff, because this kind of stuff is out of the box thinking. I mean, again, I thought my bar was real low. I put the phone on. It's a $30 phone from Walmart. I talk in front of it. Hopefully people watch. But on this other way to get engagement, people do live streams and they literally act like NPCs, for tips, and I I'm a creative type of guy, and I seriously think that's pretty cool. I'm, as much as it sounds all sarcastic, I mean, look at my face. That's all I'm sarcastic. But, that is not sarcastic in that I'm super down with NPCs on live streams just because it's cool stuff. I mean, how are you not going to tip another human being who refuses to break character? I mean, this is like Jared Leto live minus all of the weird stuff. It's just come so far full circle that it is in fact in and of itself weird of weird. And I'm okay with that again because like how else would we do different things? I mean, we can't be stuck doing the same things forever, and this is coming from this guy. But I truly mean it in that I value creativity, I value thinking outside the box, and as much as I want to say that, like the rational part of me is, well, that's weird, that's just almost too weird, but weird sells and people want to watch weird and it's harmless. Watching another human being pretend to be a non-playing character in on this live stream, there's completely harmless, tipping roses and tipping different kinds of digital currency. I think it's cool, whether that's on Twitch or whether it's on TikTok, or where I'd prefer it to be here on YouTube. But again, regardless, huge fan of NPCs in and of themselves. I mean, these conversations, mind you, like to Z's and Alpha. Some of us nerds had these conversations again in the 90s, like far before you were like conceived and stuff. In that, like, NPCs have always been a vibe, even if like it wasn't publicly plastered as like a niche sort of thing, as it concerns lay terminology in the mass consumed world, like 20 plus years later. NPCs are cool. I'm just saying NPCs are cool. Every single video game glitch that has turned NPCs into just like these, mindless sort of characters that just run circles in video games. I mean, shout to all my millennials who's ever encountered that while playing, Batman Returns on Super Nintendo, or a secret level on Super Mario World. Their glitches have always been a part of technology, and I find that when NPCs glitch out, it's one of the better things in life. Maybe you have to be a nerd to understand that, but there's just something really funny about that happening within the software of, like, especially old video games. I mean, console video games used to send you a replacement disc, a whole replacement game. This was in lieu of what now we know of as updates, which in the modern video game world sound like they suck because video game developers no longer want you to own their video games. Plus, they want you to buy them while they're still in beta, which is like sort of defeats the whole purpose of, buying a video game. seeing as though when you buy it, you kind of want it to work in its entirety and you don't want to be a part of an experiment. I just, NPCs on live streams are my new motivation in life to get things done. If there are people making a living off of, and furthermore, the furthest bar that was set low, so far as I'm concerned, are people who act like NPCs and do nothing. They just sit there in front of the camera. And, I'm a fan of that. I wish I could get away with that. I wish I could just turn my camera on, sit here and, rake in some tips. But, I mean, I don't have that game. I got a little bit of a little game, but that's definitely not where my skill set is. So I hope that you guys have a really good night. And again, dive on down this rabbit hole. This content creator, Gabby, she's really cool, and I liked her channel. I found her from Eddie Burback and my YouTube feeds and stuff, but she's a really cool young content creator, and she talks about cringe TikTok live, and that's where I got the. I didn't even know that NPC live stream was a thing. So thank you to that channel. Link in the description below. Follow her. It's a really cool channel. I hope that you guys are doing really good, and I hope that you have a really good night. All right? Bye.